If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, we're in for some serious. Y'all, short version. I went ahead and did a pretty long video. I was just kind of pontificating, and in the middle of it, I started going over a Bible study, debate, argument with somebody in a video down in the comments, and I was sharing it with y'all. If you can skip past that and then just go to the after that, and this will be the short version, but I thought about 18 and 14 because I was saying them consecutively. I go, you got a full moon in Gemini under a Sagittarian sun this December. And then you've got the full moon in Sagittarius under the Gemini sun on Trump's birthday on the 14th of 2022. So the 18th of this month, the 18th of December this year and the 14th of June next year, 6 months apart. Well, 4 days shy of 6 months apart, exactly. And as I was saying the 18 and the 14s, I thought about Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation ahead of, because remember, numbers have been what the Lord's had me not be able to not see since I was a young child. And it was recorded. It began recording in 1988, which we all know about that year, Donnie Darko in 88. But I just also noticed it was in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So that was just one more caveat that I didn't put in the video that's currently loading somewhere out there in Zoom land. So, if you want to read the comments and so forth, great. But you can certainly use your finger or your mouse, depending on how you watch. And if you already understand election and predestination, not that I gave a tremendous Bible study on it, but it was a lot of conversation that I had with a subscriber. And I was kind of reading through it. And then I went back to, and anyway, that full moon 2022 on Trump's birthday on June 14th. Yeah, June 14th is a super moon. And we also showed you that he is 666,000 hours old. 666,216 hours old. And 216 is 6 times 6 times 6. And we showed you the movie, The Hours. And we showed you some stuff about that movie also. I can't remember what all it was. But about when it was released and the dates and so forth, I can't remember. So just check out the end of that video, and the beginning of it was pretty good too. And you can just skip through the comments. And it's loading slow because it's a pretty long video. Sorry about that. All right, love y'all. Oh, the main part of the video is at the beginning where I'm showing y'all about Daylight Riders and explaining who Daylight Riders is and Babylon Watch and how many thousands of subscribers he's got. But he did an excellent video, an expose of putting kind of a compilation of putting all of his videos together that kind of teach you and show you that the divine feminine is their mother earth, is Lucifer, is in the technology. And but you really need to let me kind of walk you through that. So make sure you watch the beginning of that. The only parts I want you to skip, or just skip through you don't have to skip, but the only parts that I felt like could have been boring to most, because I literally said, I'm done here. The rest of y'all, unless you just want to hang out and read through these back and forth comments between me and a subscriber. And then I ended up stumbling onto this Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation 1814, December 18th, June 14th, full moons, and both in Gemini and Sagittarius just flip-flopped. And the album was made in Minneapolis. It began in 1988. and even the names of the songs. And and especially if you yeah. Anyway, State of the World's the last one. I was thinking Control was in that one, but it's not. But she just kind of came and went. And I wonder if a lot of what she was singing about was from the words of the Mother Goddess. I'm in control, come back to me. Who is she talking? Who would Lucifer be talking to? Because they're just like Bernie Taupin said, all of he and Elton John's songs were written in which language? WITCH. It's the same with most all music. And I would imagine this whole album of hers was written by artificial intelligence. And maybe even given the music. And then they just go out and find people to play it. And she just sings it. I think most all of your music was manufactured by the Ghost in the Machine from the Beatles on down. I really, really, really do. I really, 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 really do. If some of these songwriters in the 60s and 70s actually did their own writing, I can certainly tell you they don't today. Nobody writes their own music today. If anybody ever, hardly. Adele, all of them. They're handed it, boom. Anyway, love y'all.